Hello everyone, and welcome back to Wolf Quest 3, where we are here with the heir to the Dark Moon Pack, carrying on Generation 3 of our Moon Pack legacy, none other than our boy, are you guys ready for this? Basil! It's Basil, you guys! Oh my gosh, the puppy who almost died, even though he was the biggest of Parsley and Azor's litter. It's Basil, and look how beautiful he turned out. I am so in love with his coat. He just has the softest, most gentle eyes, and that is so absolutely perfect for him because our boy Basil here is a very kind, slightly rotund wolf with a very gentle personality, and it makes him a really easy pushover for any stranger wolves that might be around. He will actually run from any stranger wolf because he got so used to being bullied by his younger siblings and being the pushover, even though he was the biggest wolf of the pack, that he is still nervous around strangers. So anytime stranger wolves show up, unless they're immediately at his den and threatening his pups and his family or his mate somewhere, then he's actually more a wolf who likes to go and hide behind something, which doesn't usually work out as well as he thinks because he tries to hide behind trees that are too small and boulders, and he's kind of the kind of wolf that will go behind a little tiny sapling and close his eyes and thinks that he's hiding when he's really not. What the heck? Basil, how? How have you managed to get yourself in a fight with a grizzly bear and we legitimately just started? Okay, this is already an epic twist to his tale. What is this? How is he here getting in a fight with the grizzly just as we show up? Oh, there's a carcass nearby, so that's what this is all about. All right, well, we're not gonna mess with her, but I guess that Basil is revealing. Ooh, and if there's a carcass nearby, and maybe, okay, there's a cougar. Okay, so we're learning that even though, where is this carcass? Did they already finish it? I think that the cougar and the bear actually finished this carcass. Is it nearby? Oh my gosh, there's two bears. Wait, where are we being chased by two bears? Were they eating a carcass somewhere? Basil just wanted some noms. He's a little bit rotund. He's a bit of a big boy. And he really loves having some food. Is there some food over here? We keep smelling a carcass, so let's just go leave those bears alone. I can't believe a couple bears wanted to pick a fight with him and we smelled a cougar too. That's just a little bit too much for our boy Basil. But I guess we just learned something new about him, friends. Because of his size, I think a lot of the other predators in the forest think that he wants to go ahead and engage them in battle. They think that they want to really go rough and tough and tumble with Basil to prove how strong they are. And actually Basil's he's just our shy boy. He's shy and will hide behind trees that are too small to hide him, thinking that he's hidden. And he doesn't want any thing to do with any of that nonsense. But he does want to go ahead and follow his nose if food is on the offer. And we keep smelling a carcass somewhere nearby. Also, look at this! A fox climbed up this rock. That's adorable. Oh my gosh. So let's see. We'll wait just a second to see if the carcass scent picks up again. But this is him! So I know that we were really attached to Hawk and the other siblings that Basil had in the Dark Moon Pack as well, with Parsley and Achilles managing to keep all of their puppies alive right to the very end. Hawk was actually our runt who refused to eat anything ever, and he was the reason Basil almost died of illness at the very, very end. However, now all of you guys can go ahead and carry on the story of Hawk and Marigold III and many of Basil's siblings by going ahead and checking out the video description and being able to download and adopt one of the wolves from our pack. Yay! So you guys can go ahead and do that. You've heard me talk about it a lot the last few days. I'm so excited and so grateful to our patrons for really helping to make that possible, because to make that possible. What do you think, guys? Huh? Good pun? I think it's a pretty good pun. But we finally made that possible. So if we did not pick the wolf that you really fell in love with, like I fell in love with Hawk for a long time, but in the end, I mean, just look at his concerned little face. Look at this guy. He just wants to kind of like get out of everybody's way. He just wants to be kind of cozy, maybe find something nice and delicious like a bison carcass to go ahead and eat. I mean, Basil just grew on me, and finishing off his childhood with him almost dying and being able to survive at the last second because Hawk finally chewed like a rabbit ear and gained that weight he needed. I just really felt super attached to Basil, and I really, from the bottom of my heart, just wanted to see where his story goes. So with Basil, he's really fun because he also ignores... Oh good, and we're closing in on some of that food. Hey, there it is! Oh! Okay, it's a cougar! I don't want to mess with the cougar. But I do want to go ahead and have a little food. Ah! They got us! They got us on the nose! Okay, that's going to be something that's going to make Basil a little nervous. But I think he's also a little hungry. But he is a very shy wolf, but mostly just with other wolves. I don't think he's that shy of other predators. Ow! Right on the nose! And I think that he's actually really hungry right now. Ah! On the nose again! So let's try to steal a little bit of this kill. Eh. We got like a couple nibbles. Oh, there we go. Alright, let's go ahead. Eep! Look, you're being rude. You're being very rude, cougar. Ah! Okay, Basil doesn't... all the other big predators are just like wanting to fight him so much. Ah! Man, this cougar is really fighting over this carcass. Grab the carcass, grab the carcass. Almost. And Basil doesn't really want to fight, but he is definitely a rotund wolf who wants to have his meals. And if it looks like he can have a free meal, he's gonna go ahead and try to go for it. Alright, I think he's starting to actually freak out. Let's do tail. I think he's starting. Okay, go, 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 Basil, grab it. Just grab a chunk and go. Oh, man. Alright, this cougar is actually really hurting us quite a bit. Here, let's come over into this territory and howl. And then maybe we can attract stranger wolves to go, like chase the cougar away for us. Alright, cougar's almost losing its will to fight. And the more growling we do seems to be... I can't believe... Okay, Basil boy, I think you're gonna have to go find your own meal. He is definitely led by his stomach usually. So that's kind of what this is all about. What is that? Did you guys hear his secondary howl? Oh my gosh. Ah! Come on, Basil. Chew! Chew like the wind. All right, come on. Grab. Oh, he got a chunk of meat. Oh, he got it. Okay, I think the cougar may have lost interest for just a second. Grab the chunk of meat! Grab the chunk of meat! Yeep! Alright, we almost have a full stomach. Ah! Now there's a fox involved. Okay, I think that that's enough. I think that that's enough because we have almost a full tummy. And Basil definitely has a lot of scratches on his nose. And the bears wanted to fight him too. Our poor boy, he's just got such a gentle personality. He's not afraid of the other predators, but he's not going to fight them unless it's over like a meal. He wants his stomach to basically always be full. Wow, he's really fast too, even when he's just walking around. Oh, it's a giant moose. Basil is the type where he would try to get a good chunk and honk of moose to nibble. But he's the kind of wolf, guys, who completely ignores rabbits. So he's actually going to be a kind of reverse of his cousin Demeter, who is going every other day with our Wolf Quest adventures as the heiress to the Dawn Moon Pack. Demeter's obsessed with rabbits and thinks that they are the best possible food anyone could ever ask for. And meanwhile, Basil doesn't even think rabbits are food. He thinks they're just empty eating air like animals. He hardly ever looks at them because he really feels like they're just eating air. But he really hungers after the big game, the big meals, bison, moose, elk, their kills. He will often follow bison trails just to drool over them and think about how delicious it would be to be able to eat a bison. So he might take that on. He really doesn't want to have anything to do with fighting like other wolves because he's very shy of them, but he's not afraid to fight other predators. That hawk just got a rabbit from behind us. That's amazing. I can't believe we actually saw that happen again. That's always so cool to see. And he really loves having a full stomach. He just loves food, basically. So Basil, let's go ahead and see if we can find some food for him. There's a bunch of mule deer around here, but what we're really looking for are where we can find some fresh elk. So we'll come over and start looking for some fresh elk. The sagebrush herd is over here. So we'll just start meandering this way, see what we can find. And then Basil loves having a full stomach so much that that's really all he wants for his pups. His lifetime quest is to raise all of the pups that he has to adulthood without losing a single one, because he's a big softie and he cherishes the itty bitty babies that he thinks one day he'll have, hopefully with a really nice mate who can help him hunt for like bison and things like that. And he actually gets a special bonus for every pup he can raise to 22 pounds before the Summer Hunting Ground Challenge is over, which means that having a runt like Hawk would actually be a good thing because it would give us a chance to try to like feed up the other pups. And if any pup becomes sick because he remembers the illness that he and Thorn had when they were pups, he would really become beside himself and do everything he could to try to make sure that those pups recover and spend like all his time with them. So there's our boy Basil, you guys. He really is just a big softie, not afraid of the other predators of the forest, but very timid and will run away from stranger wolves. His territory might become a lot more flexible than traditional territories in the past as a result, because he doesn't really want to fight with anyone. Also, this is a really cool pond. We've never come here before. We'll go ahead and get a little drink. Just refresh our energy somewhat. And I'm just really excited to see where his story is gonna go. So let's, oh, there's some bison! So that's going to be one of his personality things, is that he has no problem going ahead and following bison trails if he can find a trail, because he just likes to drool over those bison. And thankfully for us, it seems like the bison are in the same place that the bluegrass elk herd is. However, we do have a lot of scratches on our nose from having that cougar have some issues with us. So you know what, let's go ahead and actually, I think the territory scent marker was close by. Wasn't it? Oh man, I thought it was, yeah, there it is. Let's go ahead and we're actually going to scent mark this area. He's not big on stealing territory. This is actually because he's hoping maybe if he erases their territory, then that pack won't come this way. There we go. And then we'll give Basil a little nap because he has a full tummy, but he definitely ended up getting in a big old fight with that cougar. And we'll just let him kind of curl up on this rock, and then when he wakes up, we'll go look for some elk. Poor Basil. See, he thinks he's hiding behind this plant. I love him. Just a big cute softie. Oh my gosh, he is actually very precious hiding behind that plant. Okay, now it's time to flee. Now it's really time to run because they have literally 1% control of the area. All right. Woo! No, trust me. You guys can have all the territory you want. We want nothing to do with this. Poor Basil! Demeter just seemed to be like naturally walking into being a really healthy, happy wolf, able to settle in to the forest and start finding her way with no problem. And meanwhile, Basil's just getting beat up left and right by cougars. Even the bears were like, that's a huge wolf, let's go ahead and try to fight him. And Basil's just over here like, I don't want to fight anybody. And he absolutely would flee for his life. There's a bunny. We're totally, like, he is gonna be ignoring that rabbit for so many reasons right now. Oh, are we safe? I think we're safe. We'll hide behind this tree. Oh, poor Basil. Holy cow. He's just having a hard time of it. Let's go north. Maybe we'll be able to find someone in the Junction Butte area this time who might potentially be his mate. And also we'll start searching for some elk, but we absolutely would do it away from that zone. He's very much a shy pup and he wants nothing to do with the Wapiti pack. Alright, let's go, Basil. Sorry, Bubby. But alright guys, we're gonna go ahead and search out somewhere where Basil can fill his stomach up because he very much dislikes being hungry. Hopefully we'll stumble upon a whole herd of elk and be able to get a move on helping him establish himself. Oh no! How'd we end up in here? Run for it, Basil! But hopefully we'll be able to work on establishing him here in Amethyst Mountain so that we can find him a mate. I don't even know what kind of mate he might stumble on, but a nice mate. And then see how he will carry on the Dark Moon Pack next time. So if you guys could, do please leave a like for little Basil and his shyness. We'll try to erase the tracks of the other wolves so maybe they won't follow us again. And if you would like to join us on this and literally thousands more adventures, do please consider subscribing. But most importantly, my friends, stay curious. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!